miss out on this special night. Folks, don't forget about our ball and giveaway day. That's the day we can family into a free mascot bobblehead. Folks, don't forget that the opportunity for Calendar Day. What better way to buy the year than with pictures of the Knicks City Dancer? A reminder to come out for the next fan giveaway, where you'll receive a free Knicks drawstring bag at the arena. A great way to store your season's product. A reminder that you can still purchase tickets for any upcoming game at the Big Booth or on our...
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA, no better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
So the Nets starting five. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Simmons and Thomas are their guards. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And for the Knicks, Randall and Robinson hold down the post for him. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's MP in at the three, the small forward. Shams, obviously the big three in Brooklyn did not work out, but on the bright side, what a return they got for Kevin Durant.
It was one of the biggest packages in NBA history. They got 4 first-round picks, a bunch of other pick swaps. And listen, losing Kevin Durant as well as Kyrie Irving, that definitely hurt the Nets. But their front office is very happy with the haul that they were able to get.
And they can really build. And it's going to be fascinating, I think, Shams, to watch them build.
First-time head coach and Jordi Fernandez, they know that they're building for the long haul and the long term. It's not just about one season in Brooklyn. They're trying to compete and have sustainable success.
Well, we continue to monitor how this team fares against their rivals. You might remember MP has made it his mission to beat every rival team that crosses his path.
Well, if you break down how MP's team has done in these rivalry matchups, they've done a great job thus far. Give them credit for that. Some solid wins. With that said, I think MP doesn't expect to lose any of these. They can still be better.
Brunson against Simmons. Shoots from 12. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Simmons against Brunson. Pass to Thomas. Axton, a screen on Bridges. A three from Thomas. Julius Randle with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Now, MP is covered by Bogdanovich. Thomas with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. The three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Thornton with a screen for Brunson. Pass to Randall. Simmons against Brunson. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Brunson the pass to Robinson. Now, we talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Johns, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver in the NBA has.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
The defense is making it too easy for MP. When you let him get this close, he will finish it all night long.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
On the court is your Knicks squad. Who wants a t-shirt?
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for MP. Third in scoring. And, of course, he's in the top 5 in free throw percentage. It can go overlooked, but sure makes a difference.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Now here's Simmons. Still yet to score. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Claxton the pass to Johnson. A three from Simmons. Randall grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Thornton with the stuff.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Brooklyn's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. The Nets working the ball around now. Johnson, a wide open look, drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 9. Knicks trail by 3. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, so special, Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. There will be a face on this.
And we cannot wait. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Randall. And the Nets making a change here as well. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Cameron Johnson. Hart against Claxton. Hart kicks to Bridges. Shot to stop the run. Good on the triple.
And every year, Bridges seems to get better, including understanding when he should be aggressive on the scoring end.
To the middle. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Simmons. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket tonight. MP with a screen on Thomas. Brunson outside. Thornton with a screen for Brunson. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Claxton.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. take a look at New York. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Nets, 3 spots below.
Well, I think for New York, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And the Stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thank you. An NBA players poll voted the Knicks' Tom Thibodeau as the coach they least like to play for. But New York guard Dante DiVincenzo says nobody in the NBA wants to practice. Tibbs does a great job of balancing things. What he does better than anybody is come prepared. We're going to lock in, get it done, and get out of there. Kevin?
He's a gritty coach, isn't he? But I love him. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Jalen Brunson.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Finney Smith with it, defended by Hart. Picked by Finney Smith. And they double up Simmons. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. And the Nets lead by 7.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
Brunson gets a screen from Thornton. Tries from 10. Pass to Brunson. Simmons pulls it in.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Now, Finney Smith. Outside Thomas. Shot from free throw range. Hits the front of the rim and out.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York, getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Johnson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 5th assist in this one.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 6.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Johnson. The Knicks making the shot. Takes a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Johnson's got 14 points.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Brunson kicks to MP. Brunson surveying the D. Can't connect from short range.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Here's Finney Smith, defended by Hart. Here's Thomas. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. Randall's checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Mikal Bridges. Then for the Nets, Ami's checked in, and Bogdanovich is subbed in for Johnson.
And I like how MP carries himself. It's a big reason why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Outside Bogdanovich. Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Handle a screen on Thomas. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Anunoby.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
It's been all about Cameron Johnson for the Brooklyn Nets. He nailed it from long range in that quarter, winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just... Robinson's checked in for Randall. Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. And MP subbed in for Miles McBride. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thomas comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. So for Brooklyn now, Simmons and Thomas are their guards. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Clowney in at the power forward position. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop of Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, yeah, they're all fun to watch.
One of Simmons' best attributes is his ability to distribute.
Takes a step back. Runs in the pass to MP. Bridges outside. Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
It's MP muscling his way for two.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
Pass to Clowney. MP against Johnson. Claxton, a screen on Thornton. Over in the corner, Claxton. A three-pointer off the mark. Knicks trail by 4. Now Bridges. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Brooklyn. MP sets the screen for Brunson. Trains the three-pointer. Brunson's got 18 points.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Bogdanovich is checked in for Brooklyn. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. Mikal Bridges, number 1.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
The Nets with the lead. And here is Simmons. Hasn't made one yet. Thomas outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
You don't want Thomas to heat up from out there. This man is a microwave scorer.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Banked in off the glass. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Johnson against Randall. Now, here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. Back to Bogdanovich. 4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Bridges.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
The Knicks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Simmons passes to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the first half. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go from the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. That's now 8 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
And the reliability of Bogdanovich. His teammates know bogey is good for that shot, so he gets the feed and sinks it. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Bogdanovich. Following the basket by MP. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Bogdanovich. 1:19 left now here in the second. Johnson can't hit. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Nets. MP right side. Pass to Bridges. Can't hit from in close. That's leading by 3. Outside, Simmons. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside, Bogdanovich. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Pass to MP. Johnson against Randall. Bridges sets the screen for Randall. Here's Robinson. And it's he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Nets. They lead by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
When I look at Brooklyn, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Cam Johnson has done in this game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Randall and Robinson hold down the post for him. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's MP in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. And here is Simmons after Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Outside Bogdanovich. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play. But I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And you got to appreciate the determination that Bogdanovich showed there. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to finish at the basket.
Now here's Brunson. And the rejection by Claxton. Thomas with the ball. Bridges covering. Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
Well, Ben Simmons is a multiple-time All-Star, but Richard, it's been years since he has played at that level. We know about the injury history.
And I wish Ben nothing but the best. I'm rooting for him, but it's hard to talk about someone who doesn't consistently play the game, and the injuries have taken Ben out of that position.
Thomas, no luck.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bottle the shot.
Brunson, no good.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And when Bogdanovich has the hot hand, keep getting him the ball. An outstanding scorer who can light you up.
Inside. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Claxton. Another shot. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Down low, here's Thornton. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times happen. An easy bucket in the paint.
Brunson against Simmons. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go with a three. Robinson pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the shot goes in.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
Simmons against Brunson. Pass to Bogdanovich. Claxton is screen on Thornton to the inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Here's Brunson. He's got 21. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. To the paint. Here's Thornton. What a move. MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Johnson outside. Bogdanovich up top. He's guarded by Thornton.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Brunson with it. Outguarded by Simmons. And it goes down 2 points.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Simmons against Brunson. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Thornton. 25 points in the game. Brunson outside. Bridges finds Randall. 5 to shoot. Some nice passing by New York here. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. To the inside. Here's Thomas. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 9 assists now tonight. Brunson with it. Outguarded by Simmons. MP against Johnson. Here's MP. A special move before the shot. Thornton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Back to Johnson. Claxton a screen on Randall. Johnson from outside. Kept alive. Claxton the pass to Bogdanovich. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times. But they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Julius Randle wants to put his opponents on their heels. Coach Tom Thibodeau said he's done a really good job of running the floor, moving without the ball, generating speed on the catch. I knew from coaching against him, the one thing you don't want to see is Julius Randle with a head of steam coming at you downhill. Kevin?
Are you kidding me? Get out of the way. ADA, thanks. Pass to Thomas. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Brunson kicks to MP. Back to Brunson. Brunson gets a screen from Thornton from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Johnson outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Simmons. Robinson knocks it away. So for the Knicks, OG Anunoby. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Simmons and Thomas are their guards. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nets leading by 7. Right side, Simmons. Here's Finney-Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Space in the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And he banks in the layup. Thornton's got 4 this quarter.
You want to get the ball to MP around the hoop. That was a good job there.
Simmons passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Simmons. To Finney-Smith. Simmons, a screen on Hart. Back to Simmons. Finney-Smith with it, like at 6. From about 16, Bridges with some nice defense. Knicks trail by 7. Down low, and it's slammed in by Thornton.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Claxton, a screen on Bridges. Count the basket.
Taking a nice focus shot. Thomas wants to make his looks count.
For New York, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. To the middle, it's stolen by Johnson. Thomas against Bridges, and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Randall's checked in for Josh Hart, and a change for the Nets. Bogdanovich is checked in. Here's Brunson. MP sets the screen for Brunson. Over Simmons. Brunson, no good. Nets leading by 7. It's Thomas on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Johnson kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Johnson. Pass to Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. 9 feet out. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now it's a 9-point Nets lead. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. MP with a screen on Simmons. Brunson outside. Oh, good on the triple.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Randall against Johnson. Simmons can't get it to go.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
MP outside. Back to Brunson. Brunson gets a screen from Thornton. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Brunson.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Here's Claxton. Thomas finds Bogdanovich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Knicks have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Thornton passes to Randall. Back to Thornton. Backs in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead. Brooklyn's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Johnson against Randall. Outside for Simmons. Screen by Claxton. 6 to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
This is why you involve Simmons in these sets, because he's so crafty at finding ways to capitalize.
Inside. And Thornton with the stuff.
What a gutsy bucket. MP showing a lot of poise at the right moment.
Nets leading by 4. Now here's Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. From deep. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Brunson. Back to MP. And taken away by Johnson. The three from Thomas. It's good from long range. Thomas got 9 points here in the second half.
And Thomas is a very efficient shooter from those corners.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Bogdanovich. Johnson with it. He's defended by Randall. Robinson with the block. MP outside. Randall passes to Brunson. MP deciding where to go with it. Robinson a screen on Thomas. Bridges kicks to MP. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Right side Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. Outside Simmons. Claxton sets the screen for Simmons. And Claxton throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Sinks the triple.
Pressure is a privilege. Critical shot from MP. This kid does not fear anything.
And so they foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Here's Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First personal foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
And Brunson, a very physical player, someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
And an intentional foul right there.
Jalen Brunson, Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Thornton outside. And Simmons with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No luck that time either. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Bridges misses. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Mikal Bridges. Second personal foul. Ben Simmons.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Bridges outside. Off target from outside. So it's the Nets picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you later.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Yeah,